We live, we back, man. Welcome or welcome back, whatever the case may be. I'm your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS experience where we specialize in single entry content. But no matter your style of play, whether you're 150 max, a cash game, head to head, whatever the case may be, like I always tell you, man, if you're playing NBA DFS at all, this is one of the best spots you can be in. Trust me. Hit that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on so you know when the videos and content drop. Also, do me one small favor out there, man. Let's get the thumbs up on this video. Hit that like for your boy. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, all right? This is my starting five series. If you're new here, well, I give you 5 plays across the various positions. Just plays I'm going to have my eye on that's going to be in my player pool and try to get a start to your building process for the day. That's what we kind of aim to do here. So we're going to do that for you. You know, we don't like to take up a lot of your time. But before we do, got my lineup review, going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate, all right? Oh, and to let you know, if you're here for FanDuel, no FanDuel tonight for me, man. It's holiday season is here, man. It's very busy. Only gonna be able to do one lineup on DraftKings the next couple of nights, so it's gonna be kind of slow nights for me. So just will be doing DraftKings content for the next couple of videos. Sorry to all my FanDuel peeps, but you know what I tell you, man. I can't give you what I ain't got. If I'm not playing over there, I'm not even looking over there to assess it and break it down, that sort of thing. But I appreciate you anyway, man. I know you playing on DraftKings too. See, that's the thing. Most people who play on FanDuel play on DraftKings too, but not vice versa. Most people play on DraftKings just play on DraftKings. All right? But anyway, sorry for y'all if you're here for the FanDuel content, but it'll be back, just not the next couple of days. All right. Last night, man, rough one, man. Rough one. We kind of got bamboozled by a couple of players' minutes. One, it worked out for us. The other one, it didn't. Micic, everybody's chalk. You can see he's 80% on in this contest. This is the $12 single entry right here. 80% on pretty much, but he only played like 18, 19 minutes. So we all got bamboozled on the minutes. They chose to play the younger guys more. KJ Simpson was out there. He had a pretty solid game. Karis LeVert, once we got that Ty Jerome news that he was out, I thought he would pick up a few extra minutes, but didn't quite work out there. LeVert didn't really get the minutes. It was more of a Sam Merle night. Barnes, Barrett, talked about them yesterday. They were just chalk plays. Barnes was double the ownership of Barrett. I said Barrett was a good pivot. I don't know why that was the case may be. I was fine playing both of them in the lineup. Jonas Valanciunas is the other spot we got bamboozled with minutes. His just worked out. Valanciunas only played like 18, 19 minutes as well. He just crushed in his minutes, but that very easily could have went the other way. So one spot we got lucky, one spot we got unlucky. That's just how the ball bounces. Kassan Wallace, Wells, and then the story of my night, man, just way too much Wemby. Luka was the play to have. Almost doubling Wemby over here, but just too much Wemby in my lineups was the story of my night. And then a lot of Meaches too. I had too much Meaches too, just hurt me. Meaches, LeVert, and Wemby really summed up my night. Too much of those 3 players just kind of sunk my battleship over here on DK. FanDuel wasn't much of a difference. Got to some Cade over here. Turned to a lot of blowouts last night. Well, not a lot, but a couple of blowouts. Games got out of hand. And just didn't work out for me. Cade, I was high on him at that price tag. You saw me talk about him on yesterday's video. Didn't quite get it done. We got Nembhard ruled in late. Thought it could be some sneaky value. Didn't quite work out in our favor. Walter was a buzz. Got to some Booker as Kevin Durant started picking up some ownership. I like Kevin Durant as well, but his ownership was started getting a little too elevated for my liking. So I thought Booker was a good pivot at the same price tag, pretty much just $100 more expensive. But just a rough night overall on both sites, man. Back to today's slate, though. Got a nice 6-game across both slates. And the thing tonight is who is in and who is out. Now, we got 6 teams on the second night of a back-to-back. Off of the NBA Cup when they was playing pretty good minutes last night. So who knows who's going to get ruled in or out throughout the day. You know, I try to give it to you as I see it. I try to prepare for what I think the news could be. But at the end of the day, you're going to have your eyes and ears open and catch that news before lock. All right? But this is starting 5 right now for DraftKings today. At the top, Trae Young, 8,800. Like into him in this spot. One of the only team that's one of the rare teams that's not on a back-to-back. 6 of the 12 teams is on the second night of a back-to-back. So Atlanta right here. Trae Young been pretty solid. I like the matchup here. We got to see if Milwaukee rests Giannis or Lillard. That could potentially be happening. That could affect the matchup. But I expect Trae Young to lead them here, 8,800 in this matchup. He's going to keep them in the game. This is one of the higher total games on the slate. So that leads me to believe that Giannis and Lillard are going to play. And plus, they need to win. They're trying to improve their record. They're on a little hot streak, so they very well could not rest, which is even more benefit for me and Trae Young and my Trae Young shares, so to speak. All right, it's a Q tag right here, but he's probable. The ankle thing, he should be good to go. Sign me up for Trae Young, man. Big double-double upside, points and assists. He's been sharing the sugar, as they would say, man. I like him in this matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. At the shooting guard, an early piece of value I got on my eye on in that same game, Gary Trent Jr., 3,800 on the other side. His minutes have been very, very solid the last couple of outings, man. He's working his way back up in the rotation. Doc is getting, he's gaining some more Doc's trust. And at 3,800, he's a guy that can go out there and hit 3 or 4 threes for you and really give you a nice return on his price tag, man. He could go overlooked here. It's probably going to be a lot of value that open up throughout the day, but I'm going to be locked in on Gary Trent Jr. throughout the day. I think he's going to be very solid value at 3,800. At the small forward, I got my eye on Jaylen Brown, 8,200. And the highlight here with this game and this matchup is we got a questionable Jason Tatum here. They could rest him in here in this spot as they don't need him to beat the Detroit Pistons. And if that's the case, Jaylen Brown is going to look that much better. He's a solid option, even if Jason Tatum plays. You know how these Celtics go, man. They've just been running through the league. They're going to dominate. It's going to be somebody from that Celtics team every night that give it to you, whether it be Peyton Pritchard or Derek White, whether it be Brown or Tatum. So you got a pretty good chance picking one of those guys. You just got to get it right on which night and which guy goes off. I like Jaylen Brown here. Love the price tag, 8,200. He should be a solid play regardless, like I said. But if Jaden Tatum is out, I'm really going to love him here in this spot. So are a lot of other people that'll boost his ownership. But I think we can get to him even if Tatum plays, man. Jaylen Brown right here, 8,200. At the power forward, we'll look at Jaime Jaquez. This is another pending injury situation. Now, we're going to need that Jimmy Butler news. He's questionable right now. But if he is out, we saw Jaime Jaquez get the start last time and play big minutes, man. At 5K in this matchup against the Lakers, I'm going to like that for him in this environment if Jimmy Butler is out. But we're going to need that news. But Jaime Jaquez still should see minutes regardless, even if Jimmy Butler plays. But if he is out, man, he's going to be one of my top plays on the slate at 5K. And at the center, yet another injury spot we're going to have to be aware of right here. Looking at Wendell Carter Jr. Now, this is intriguing all the way around the board. The first domino we need to fall is we need Goga Batadze to be out here at 5,100. He's questionable, missed last night's game. Now, the other part about it is Wendell Carter Jr. I don't really know what they're going to do with his minutes here. He only played 20 last night, but I don't know if that was because of the blowout or whatever the case may be. He's been slowly working his minutes back up. As you see, he got to 28 before last night's game. Now, did he get limited just because of the blowout, or is because it's the front end of a back-to-back and they want him to play tonight? We'll have to see. We should get more clarity at the morning shoot-around. But if Batadze is out, I'm going to have interest in Wendell Carter Jr. and I'm going to have interest in Mo Wagner. So we just have to play this by ear and see how it goes. Wendell Carter Jr. hasn't played any back-to-backs as of yet, but that's because he's just coming back from injury. Is this the time they let him do it? We should get this news, like I said, after morning shoot around and see if Batadze is in. If Batadze is in, then we'll move around and get a different center play because then it's just too messy. It's 3 guys back there. It's just too messy, and I don't want to guess at those minutes. But keep your eye on this spot, all right? There you have it, man. You're starting 5 right now for DraftKings. Trae Young, Gary Trent Jr., Jaylen Brown, Jaime Jaquez, and Wendell Carter Jr. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.